Ever feel like your soul's trying to send you a message, but you're not quite sure how to decode it? INFJs, listen up. Your spiritual journey might be calling, and it's time to pick up the phone. In this video, we're uncovering 10 surprising signs that your INFJ spirit is awakening. From sudden bursts of gratitude to a newfound connection with nature, these clues might just explain why you've been feeling different lately. Ready to discover if you're experiencing a spiritual glow-up? Before we start, please hit the like button, comment, and subscribe so you won't miss any of our weekly deep dives into the world of personality types. And if you are looking to achieve a deeper understanding of yourself and your personality type, click the link in the comments to take our favorite free personality test. Sign number 1, the gratitude tidal wave, episodes of appreciation. Ever had that moment when gratitude suddenly hits you like a tidal wave? It's not just a quick thanks, it's this overwhelming appreciation for everything around you. For INFJs, this unexpected burst of gratitude is often one of the first signs of a spiritual awakening. As an INFJ, you're usually focused on the future, always planning and dreaming. But during these gratitude moments, you find yourself fully present, deeply appreciating the here and now. It's like you're seeing the world through new eyes, noticing beauty in the smallest things. These intense feelings of appreciation aren't just warm and fuzzy, they're actually changing your brain. For INFJs, who often carry the weight of the world on their shoulders, embracing gratitude can be especially powerful. It can boost happiness, reduce stress, and even improve sleep. As you lean into this newfound appreciation, you might notice the world starting to look a little brighter, a little more magical. And speaking of magic, wait until you hear about the next sign. It's like nature itself is trying to get your attention. Sign number 2, nature's whispers, a deepening connection with the natural world. You know that feeling when you suddenly notice the intricate pattern on a leaf, or the way sunlight dances through tree branches? For INFJs experiencing a spiritual awakening, these details become incredibly vivid and meaningful. The world around you transforms into a rich tapestry of life and energy. This heightened awareness changes how you experience nature. A simple forest now reveals itself as a complex ecosystem brimming with life. The rustle of leaves and the flow of a stream take on new significance, as if nature is sharing its secrets with you. This deep connection with nature is particularly powerful for intuitive personalities like INFJs. It becomes a form of therapy, allowing you to recharge and ground yourself, especially important if you often feel drained by social interactions. As you lean into this newfound bond with the natural world, you'll start to recognize a profound sense of oneness. This shift in perception isn't just about appreciating scenery. It's a sign that your spirit is opening up to new dimensions of awareness. And speaking of awareness, wait until you hear about the next sign. It's all about craving connections that go beyond the surface. Sign number 3, beyond small talk, craving deeper connections. Ever felt like you're drowning in small talk, craving something more meaningful? For INFJs on a spiritual journey, this frustration with surface-level chit-chat isn't just social awkwardness, it's a sign of inner growth. As your spiritual awareness expands, you might find yourself increasingly dissatisfied with discussions about the weather or celebrity gossip. These conversations feel empty and unfulfilling. Instead, you're yearning for deep dives into the heart of what it means to be human. This desire for authenticity can create some internal conflict. You want to connect with others, but your soul is crying out for interactions that go beyond the superficial. It's like you've developed a sixth sense for genuine connections, and anything less feels uncomfortable. Here's the thing, this shift reflects your growing self-awareness and spiritual evolution. As you align more with your true self, you naturally seek out relationships that resonate with your authentic core. Remember, this journey of transformation isn't always easy. You might find yourself navigating new social waters as you search for deeper connections. But trust me, it's all part of the process. And speaking of trust, wait until you hear about the next sign. It's all about learning to let go and flow with life. Sign number 4, the art of surrender, allowing things to flow. You know that feeling of gripping the steering wheel too tightly? For many INFJs, that's how they approach life. But what if loosening your grip could actually help you navigate better? Let's explore how going with the flow can be a powerful tool for spiritual awakening. As an INFJ, you're probably used to planning every detail of your life. But what happens when life throws you an unexpected twist? That's where the art of surrender comes in. At first, letting go of control might feel terrifying, but as you start to trust the process, something magical happens. You enter a flow state, a place where everything just clicks. For INFJs, this state allows you to tap into your intuition and creativity without constant pressure. Research shows that flexibility is crucial for intuitive personalities like yours. As you practice this art of surrender, you'll notice a shift. Life starts to feel less like a battle and more like a dance. It's a sign of spiritual maturity, showing that you're learning to trust yourself and the universe. And trust me, this newfound ability to go with the flow is just the beginning. Up next, we'll explore how facing challenges head-on can spark your spiritual growth in ways you never imagined. Sign number 5, the crucible of growth, going through hardship. INFJs often face intense challenges that seem to test their resolve. This isn't a cosmic joke, but rather an opportunity for growth and self-discovery. When confronted with major life upheavals like job loss or relationship endings, INFJs tend to search for deeper meaning beyond the practical implications. During a spiritual awakening, INFJs approach hardships with a fresh perspective. Instead of getting stuck in self-pity, they ask, "What can I learn from this?" This shift in viewpoint is a crucial aspect of post-traumatic growth, particularly for intuitive personalities. As INFJs navigate these difficult times, they often find that each challenge becomes a stepping stone to greater self-awareness and understanding of the world around them. It's as if they're unlocking new levels of insight with every obstacle they overcome. This process of growth through adversity is just the beginning. INFJs may discover that their natural empathy evolves alongside their resilience, leading to enhanced emotional intelligence. The journey of self-discovery continues, revealing new strengths and abilities that were previously hidden beneath the surface. Sign number 6, empathy. 2.0, using empathy properly. As an INFJ, your empathy is a powerful gift that can be transformed through spiritual awakening. Imagine your sensitivity becoming a finely tuned superpower, allowing you to navigate the emotional currents around you with grace and purpose. During a spiritual awakening, your empathic abilities intensify dramatically. You start experiencing emotions in full-body resonance, as if you've developed emotional X-ray vision. You can pick up on hidden currents of anxiety, joy, or heartache in a room full of people. This heightened sensitivity might feel overwhelming at first. You might absorb the stress of your coworkers or the excitement of a crowd, leaving you emotionally drained. But as your spiritual journey deepens, you begin to develop sophisticated, energetic boundaries. It's like learning to surf. At first, every emotional wave knocks you down. But with practice, you learn to ride those currents without getting swept away. You start to distinguish between your feelings and those of others, setting healthy boundaries that allow you to use your empathy effectively. Mastering this skill takes time and patience, especially when dealing with loved ones who are used to your constant emotional support. But as you refine your ability, something incredible happens. Your empathy becomes a powerful tool for personal growth and a beacon for those in need. Can you imagine sensing the emotional temperature of an entire community and using that knowledge to offer support where it's truly needed? That's the potential of a spiritually awakened INFJ's empathy. It's about using that sensitivity to make a real difference in the world. As you continue to hone this empathic superpower, you might find yourself drawn to new ways of exploring your inner world. Are you ready to discover how INFJs often develop a sudden craving for spiritual practices? Let's explore your soul's favorite workout routine next. Sign number 7. The soul's gym, craving spiritual practice. Remember that feeling when you discover something that just clicks with you? For many INFJs, experiencing a spiritual awakening, diving into meditation or yoga can feel exactly like that. It's surprising, especially if you've never been interested in spirituality before. As an INFJ, you might have once dismissed spiritual practices as too woo-woo or impractical. But now, you find yourself drawn to these activities that seem to nourish your inner world. Your intuition is guiding you towards a new dimension of self-discovery. Suddenly, you're researching different meditation techniques or signing up for that yoga class you always thought was a bit too out there. This sudden interest isn't random. It's a natural evolution of your intuitive mind, seeking new ways to express and explore itself. Practices like mindfulness and meditation actually complement the cognitive functions that INFJs naturally excel at. They help you develop deeper self-awareness and emotional regulation. As you embrace these practices, you might notice a shift in how you perceive the world. You're developing a personal philosophy that bridges the practical and the mystical. This journey is about discovering your place in the grand tapestry of existence. This craving for spiritual growth is just the beginning. Up next, we'll explore how INFJs often experience a surprising sense of detachment. Are you ready to discover what happens when you start seeing the world through a whole new lens? Sign number 8. The great unburdening, feeling detachment. Imagine waking up one day and realizing that the things you once held dear no longer spark joy. For a spiritually awakening INFJ, this sudden detachment is a transformative experience. But how can you navigate this unfamiliar terrain? As your spiritual journey unfolds, you might find yourself feeling surprisingly disconnected from aspects of your life that used to consume your thoughts. That promotion you were chasing, it suddenly feels less important. The social circle you worked so hard to maintain, you're no longer anxious about fitting in. This shift can be jarring, leaving you wondering if something's wrong. Here's the thing, this detachment isn't about becoming cold or uncaring. It's about creating space in your life for what truly matters. You're not becoming apathetic, you're becoming discerning. This process allows you to align more closely with your authentic self, making room for experiences and connections that resonate with your evolving spirit. As you embrace this detachment, you'll likely notice a newfound sense of freedom. This lightness creates the perfect environment for your intuition to flourish. And speaking of intuition, get ready to discover how your inner compass is about to become your most trusted guide. Sign number 9, the inner compass, intuitive decision making. Imagine this, you're facing a major life decision and everyone's pushing you towards the logical choice. But something deep inside doesn't feel right. Your gut is telling you to go in a completely different direction. This is where INFJ intuition shines. As you grow spiritually, you'll notice your intuitive abilities becoming sharper. It's like you're picking up on subtle cues and connections that others miss entirely. This sensitivity allows you to make decisions that might seem unconventional on the surface, but align perfectly with your authentic self. Here's the thing, external pressure can make it challenging to follow your intuition. But as you lean into this inner wisdom, you'll find yourself making choices that lead to more fulfilling outcomes. It's about finding that sweet spot where your intuitive insights and practical considerations come together. As you embrace this approach to decision-making, you might notice another shift on the horizon. Your perspective on success and fulfillment is about to undergo a fascinating transformation. Are you ready to explore what that means for you? Sign number 10. beyond the paycheck, seeking purpose over money. Ever felt like your soul is yearning for something more, even as your career progresses? For INFJs experiencing a spiritual awakening, the definition of success is changing. That corner office might suddenly feel less appealing, and you're questioning what really matters beyond a hefty paycheck. As an INFJ, you've likely followed a traditional career path for years, but now something's shifted. That big promotion doesn't excite you anymore. Instead, you're drawn to work that ignites your passion, even if it means a smaller salary. This inner conflict is real. Studies show that purpose-driven work leads to higher job satisfaction and overall well-being, especially for intuitive personalities like INFJs. It's as if your spirit is guiding you towards a path that aligns with your deepest values. Here's the thing. This shift isn't about abandoning your career. It's about redefining success on your own terms. Maybe it's starting that nonprofit you've always dreamed of, or using your empathic abilities in a counseling role. Whatever it is, trust that following your inner calling will lead to a profound sense of fulfillment. As you embrace this new perspective, you'll find that your work becomes more than just a job. It's a calling. And that, dear INFJ, is the true measure of success in your spiritual awakening journey. We've explored 10 amazing signs of your spiritual awakening. From feeling waves of gratitude to connecting deeply with nature, your intuition has been nudging you towards something bigger. Remember, this journey is all about becoming more authentically you. Now, it's time to fully embrace this awakening. Trust those gut feelings, lean into those moments when everything just clicks, and don't be afraid to prioritize purpose over paychecks. Your sensitivity, intuition, and deep perception are exactly what the world needs right now. As you continue on this path, know that you're evolving into a force for positive change. Your unique gifts as an awakened INFJ have the potential to inspire, heal, and transform. So go ahead, share your newly awakened spirit with the world. Trust me, it's been waiting for you. If you want to understand yourself or an INFJ in your life, click on the next video, where we continue to unlock the secrets of the INFJ personality type.